If you're feeling overwhelmed with pressure in your business, maybe you feel like giving up, or there's just so many things going on and you don't know how to get your mind around it, understanding this one thing can change everything for you. As an entrepreneur, you experience so many things, and it requires you to grow. Here's the challenge. You cannot grow beyond the level of what you already know now. So there's a big gap to fulfill between what you know now and what you have to learn before you get to where you actually want to get to. Now, in between that gap, when you're learning, when you're doing things differently, you go through a process called perturbation. Perturbation. All right? This is the process of being perturbed. There's so many different definitions of perturbation, but here goes my definition of perturbation. It's when an outside force comes in and stirs things up to apply pressure, to change what is. So let's take a look at water, for example. What do you have to do externally to water to turn it from a liquid to a gas? You have to apply heat, whether it's through electricity or through fire. And if it's hot enough for a certain amount of time, that water will start to boil and it will go from a liquid state to a gas state. Well, that's like you in business. In order to get to a place that you've never been, you probably have to change. Your mindset has to change. You probably physically have to change. Things that you're doing in your business must change. You might even have to change your environment with the friends that you hang out with or the things that you do and think about. You might have to change certain people on your team. All that causes pressure. It causes pain. It causes discomfort. But you have to go through that long enough in order to get the success that you're longing for. You cannot get to that level of success unless you do something different. So the process of being perturbed or perturbation is necessary in business. And understanding that and using that for your benefit can actually help you in business. It's no secret. You go through the necessary pains long enough and you become what you're supposed to become. The hard thing is, most individuals are not willing to go through the pain long enough, or they're not willing to be perturbed long enough in order for them to see the final state of their success. Don't let that be you. Make sure that you know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Make sure that you're being perturbed in the right areas, because sometimes perturbation comes through stupid choices or not being where you're supposed to be as well, and that's a whole topic for another time. But the right type of perturbation is the right pressures that you're applying to yourself so you become what you need to become to be successful in business the way you're supposed to be successful. Let me give you an example of a couple of things that could perturb you. Creating budgets and actually sticking to them. Let's not lie, if you're anything like me, I do not like numbers and I do not like budgets. What I do like is making a lot of money so I can do a lot of cool things with my church and with my family. But in order to make sure I can get to that level of success, I need to put budgets together for my businesses and for my personal spending, and I have to follow it. And trust me, for me, that's perturbation. Whenever my wife comes to me with the budgets, I'm like, crap, I really don't like to think about this. Another thing is getting a coach or a mentor. They know how to perturb you in the right ways to get you to think differently and to do things differently so that you can actually accomplish what you need to in your business. So whatever you're going through right now, ask yourself this one question. Am I being perturbed in the right way or the wrong way? If it's the wrong way, switch things up and be perturbed in the right way. Make sure that you have the right pressures going on so you can be successful and not because you're just making dumb decisions over and over and over. And when you can figure that out and you can use it to your advantage, it's only a matter of time until you accomplish the success that you're trying to accomplish. And it will be defined in the most amazing way possible for your business. Stay strong. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you can get notifications whenever I put out new videos. Also, if you're wanting to watch another cool video, check this one out.